Hello, welcome. Live long and prosper, my dear friends. So lovely to be here with you all. Um, it would be absolutely lovely if this stream starts going. Let's see what happens. Oh, yes, I've gone live. According to YouTube, I've gone live. Hi, Alex. Lovely to see you. Alex, I loved your company's show reel for this quarter. Highly recommend. Oh, good. I can see myself and hear myself. Well, the tragedy for everybody. You can all hear me and see me. I'm so sorry. Um, Welcome back to our Sunday night Miramango YouTube Let's Play Drifter, in which we are a hobo, potentially the master of our own destiny, losing our mind, having been tortured. It was a good one, Alex. I hope everyone's SFF, safe from fireworks this weekend. Apparently, the youths in Millwall Park have been arsing about and, yes, letting fireworks off. So, SFF, stay safe from fireworks, everybody. And what better way to stay safe from fireworks than stay at home, cuddled up to your very own fire extinguisher? This is my friend. His name is Pew. He keeps us safe when we have fire in the home. He has lots of pressure still, which is good to know. He still only has one eye. I thought we could try the Q&A feature today. I've never done this before. It's not looking hopeful. But there we go. Yes, let us do our lighting of the candle. And again, we are still got loads and loads. This could last us till 2026 for sure. Dark Angel's Tallow, the scent of faith. So nice. I wish I could find that email where I had all the different scents of all the different candles. Okay, matches out. That's safely in a tin. So we have our Space Marines candle going for the Emperor. God bless. We have the fire extinguisher ready. Sound and vision is good, says Sean. Aztec says, hello Mira, hello chat. Hopefully the chat's working for everybody. Inspect any good wells this weekend? I so did. It's fabulous well. See if I can share it with you all. I so did. Shh, Mira from the other. Let's see. I'm going to have to do a Google search for it. La, 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 la. Images. It's so hard. It's such a generic name. Hello, Losing Limo. Maybe it's quite a new well. Oh, here we go. Where is that picture gone? I literally just saw it. Open image in new tab. Here we go. Okay, this is a good test, isn't it, to share my screen. So, can you all see this? Let's see. So this is the well I was questing to. Rather sadly, and I really hate to show, what is it? There's something behind the curtain. I hate to reveal, but this well is ornamental, which means it's not connected into any water or sewage system. Not that a well should be in a sewage system, but it's very ornamental, and it gave me purpose on Halloween Eve. Did the offering work? I think we would know, Tony, if the offering had not worked, because we would be overrun by tentacled beings from the void. So I would like to say it did work. So hooray for us. Before we get started, a few books been bouncing around. Honor Bound just has always been at the top of my pile for a little bit. And also a bunch of people have been telling me about this. I can feel this is going to start happening soon. Historia Jamaldus has sent us Renegade's Harrow Master by Mike Brooks, Alpha Legion. I'm not sure how I feel about the Alpha Legion, but neither are they sure how they feel about their Legion. The Amazing Jim also sent me Aurelian, which has been confusing the fuck out of me. I'm so sorry to swear, but it's really confusing. Lorgar is gone. It's like Lorgar is on a pilgrimage and has met gods from the warp who are directing him, which is, yeah, confusing. The most confusing thing is that right at the beginning of the book, Horus has called a meeting of the baddies. So there are 8 brothers present, most of them presents by hologram. Lorgar comes along, takes one look at Fulgrim and says, "That's not our brother. There's something up him," and nearly kills, like, attacks Fulgrim with his magic. And then, because, like, Fulgrim's on the floor bleeding, everyone just leaves. And I have reread that bit of the book 3 times. I don't know why Horus called the meeting. Hopefully it will be answered later on. And then Angel Exterminatus, which is bugging me because I've started reading this and I really wanted to take it away with me, but that's the problem with getting these beautiful editions. They weigh so much, and I was delivering a workshop, so I already had a very, very heavy bag. I couldn't fit in all my Warhammer books. What a first world problem. Hello, Historia Jamaldus. Jim says, Aurelian fills in events that happened off screen during First Heretic. I see. But do you know why Horus called that meeting, Jim? Also, Jim, I'm so sorry. This has happened. I don't know how that's happened, but I'm going to try and find a new one to replace it because that's really bad. I'm so sorry. I will tape this one up and I will find a replacement. So if anybody does have a pristine Aurelian that costs less than 100 squid, hook me up, please. Losing Limo. He calls a meeting that should have been an email. I don't know why it's still not clear the purpose of the meeting. It's like 3 pages. It's very confusing. If anyone knows, shout out. So the meeting starts. 8 of his brothers were present, though only half of them truly stood in the room. The absent 4 were nothing more than projections. 3 of them manifested around the table in forms of a Star Trek type chessboard. Doesn't say that. I was paraphrasing. So you've got Lorgar Magnus. Lorgar and Magnus say hello. Kurz, Mortarion, Alfarius. That's not 8. 8 of his brothers stood present. Magnus Lorgar. 2. Kurz, Mortarion, Alfarius. Oh, of course, Fulgrim. And Horus. So they get together. So Horus says, "So we've gathered again at last." All eyes fell upon him. "This gathering is the first of its kind. Here now we unite in one another's presence for the first time." "We gathered on Istvan," Angron grunted. "He's there." So they're having a bit of small talk. "Oh yeah, we were at Istvan, yeah, but some of us weren't there." Horus spoke. "We all know the cost of the coming campaign and our destinies within it. But after the unpleasantness of Istvan, this is the first time we have gathered as a full fraternity." I hope your meditations were worthwhile, Lorgar. Lorgar was still staring, so he's not paying attention in the meeting. Oh, and Perturubo is there also. That's 8, sorry. Lorgar, Horus almost growled now. Lorgar, I'm growing ever more weary of your inability to adhere to established planning. Is that what the meeting's about? Anyway, it doesn't matter because the word bearer just is ignoring Horus and looks at Thorgrim and goes, You are not Thorgrim. So then they have a fight. And Horus says, oh God, Magnus, help me break up this fight with the brothers. Magnus says, I'm staying out of it. So Horus goes, oh, I'll deal with this. Leave us for now. We'll reconvene shortly. And then they end the meeting. So I'm still reading. I don't know why or what that's going on. Historita says, oh, there's some fantastic chats. David says, boss is always call unnecessary meetings. Jim says the meeting was after Istvan 5 to decide what they'll all do next. Okay, that makes sense. Losing Limo says, it's to talk about stock rotation and their new Heretic clothing line available only in Primark. Very good, Limo. Oh, Jim, thank God. The rip in the colour was still there. Hello, Will. Welcome to the chat. Still a meeting that could have been an astropathic vision. Facts. Anyway, very much enjoying the traipse across the planet. And it's a very quick read. I'm on part 5 of 5 bits. So yeah, we shall see. And I believe this is they've been talking about Slanesh. So I believe that will be the incarnation of Slanesh. Will says, reasons to fight Thorgrim. 1, he isn't really Thorgrim. 2, he is Thorgrim. No! Poor Thorgrim! If only someone had brought biscuits to the meeting, so much calmer. Yeah, agree. I've got no biscuits in the house. How sad is that? Righty-tighty. Let's see if we can play some Drifter. Because I'm looking forward to finally cracking the case. I feel like we have a few miles to go before we sleep, as Walt Whitman would have said. Is that a Walt Whitman poem? Menorach. To be honest, if I called a meeting and the people started fighting, I would call off the meeting and hold one-on-one conversations. Yep, fair play, yep, that is probably the way HR would advise. You mean you wouldn't sit there with popcorn? Okay. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome back to part 10 of The Drifter by Powerhoof. I'm very excited to play this game with you all. We've been getting into it. And hopefully it's gone a bit rubbish. It's not, the game isn't rubbish, but we've been looking for Annie. We found Annie, and she's colluding with the bad guys, as far as we know. So very shocking. Sorry, Sean, for that accent in advance. Heresy HR. Hello, Heresy HR. So, come on, Annie. Right, we've got some certain missions going on here. Let's remind ourselves. Number 1, our Geiger counter is broken. Easy for you to say. Number 2, I want to know we can leave in a hurry if we had to. So we're looking for petrol. I guess we found Trinity, but what are they doing here? Trinity are the Illuminati style dodgy fellas. I want to know what Gideon Roth's up to here. To find out, Hara said we should look for motive, means and opportunity. Because Hara's not paid to be an actual detective or anything. He is. I've been going back in time, or seeing the future if there's any difference. Holden called it a phase flip, a natural oh, sorry about the accent. The soldiers are still a mystery. Angela Grace is alive and well in the labs. All this dying and jumping back is scrambling my brains, making me see monsters and shit. I love the writing on this so much. Tony says, I don't trust Detective Elvis. I trust him, I just don't rate him. I think he's lazy. Okay, can you all hear the dialogue from the screen okay? And can you all hear me okay? Let's play the Drifter. Okay, let's see what we've got. We've got a broken component from a Geiger counter, plastic card, photo of the founders, a bit like Marty McFly's photo of his sisters. The part showing the third, a woman has been sliced off. Grace wants me to show it around, find out who she was. A bowl of vegetable soup, would have preferred the steak. And then we need a knife, so we're going to try and swap the soup with Annie. Music is louder than the game voices, let's see. That's a shame. We'll try that. Resume. That's not a knife. Tony, just noticing the red pipe trip hazard. Call safety officer. Okay. We haven't got any petrol. Let's go and see Annie and see if we can give her this soup. Where's Annie? Where's Annie? Oh, the door to the accelerator lab. Have we been in here? This is where we saw Hawaiian shirt, bro. Let's give him some soup.
Hey, swap meals?
Gotta warn you, I'm vegan. But if you want to join the dark side...
My wife would love that, but I'll have to pass. The tofu I can handle, just not that stuff you call cheese.
Cheese. Will says predictions. 1, we flood the base and turn it into a well. 2, somebody turns into a spider, because that's what happens when you mess with reality, and there are a lot of spiders to watch out for in Oz. Tony says the warp core mat. Sean says, you beaut, that fixed the volume, mate. Thank you. Why does that screen look like a goose up there? Okay, let's go and try and swap it. We just talked about our wife. We've got an ex-wife. We're not married anymore.
It's plastered with high voltage warning signs. I think I'll keep my hands to myself.
Okay, that's good to know. If we need a bunch of electric, we good. Another door.
The interface lab. I push on the needle with my finger. It flicks back to normal as soon as I let go. Nothing to unscrew.
Yeah, but you could jam the screwdriver in there.
That's not going to get me. I push on the needle. It flicks back to normal. The subject.
Yep. I mean, the whole process...
So why this?
Well, for a facelift. Care to try it out?
No way.
Can you help me, mate?
I found this burnt out component in my Geiger counter.
Let's see. Hey, yeah, that's a Geiger military. That's what makes your counter tick. It's a key component in our neural interface devices too.
Can I get a spare tube then?
Oh, sorry. We need all the neural interfaces operational.
To fix it, I need a part that's in those neural interfaces. If I had one, I could open it up and get the part I need. Where are the visors? I haven't seen any.
I'm not letting them back into my head with it. I'd better not.
Okay, let's go do the soup mission. You need to join the villain's base tour party. Yeah, when I went away to this place I normally go away to, and they normally do like a tour of the venue, and they didn't this time, and I felt like I missed out. There's nothing like the official tour. No, we don't want to go back in the lab. We want to go in the turbo lift. Ooh,
Bill?
Bill!
Wait,
Oh no, we keep seeing dead people. Poor old Bill. Poor old Bill. For anyone who remembers the Ralph Bakshi Lord of the Rings cartoon. Dr. Daswani.
glowing text reads Doctor. Makeup compact. Must be Annie's. There's no powder lift inside. Just a mirror and a little brush.
Yeah, we'll keep that.
I don't trust the reactor we're sitting on.
Well, how much do you know about nuclear physics?
Not a whole lot.
Same here. But Dr. Klein is top of the field.
I don't trust him either.
You're projecting. Understandable. This is a high-tension environment. I can give you some exercises to help.
I'll pass. Do you know where we might find a petrol can?
What do you need that for?
I know you trust Roth, but I need to know we can get out of here in a hurry if we
This
need
is our
to.
ex-wife we're
Well,
talking
it'll
to.
make you feel better. Sanjay might know. He'll be in the lab downstairs.
Oh God.
So you do think Roth is trustworthy?
Yes, absolutely.
How can you though? He can loop back, change the past, manipulate things however he wants.
I can read people, Mick. It's my job. You can trust him. The fact that he's here researching this technology with us is reason enough. He could have kept it to himself, played the stock market, bought half the country.
And how did he pay for this facility?
It's for the greater good, Mick.
For the greater good, be careful. What annoys me about this is we know we need fuel. We went to see the Hawaiian shirt guy. We weren't given that option to ask him about. Oh, maybe we were. No, we weren't given that option to ask him about fuel, but now we've seen another character that will open up the conversation tree. Yeah, so now she said we should ask Sanjay.
So you're working for Trinity.
Nothing gets past you, does it?
When did you start here?
About a year ago.
I wouldn't know, David. I haven't got an ex-wife.
Psychiatric biology. I was actually slamming his quantum cognition theories as rubbish pseudoscience. Anyway, he reached out to me. We got chatting.
Next thing you knew, you were working for him.
Right. I'll be eating humble pie when we finally publish.
Okay.
So you know all about quantum cognition.
Oh, there's still so much to learn. I wish I could phase flip like you. I'd be able to spend a year researching in a single day.
Family wouldn't miss you.
I mean, to them, I'd still be home for dinner. And geez, Mick, like you can talk.
Oh yeah, because we did a disappearing act.
So, time travel, huh?
Guess so.
Can you do it?
No, at least not yet. But with your help, we can learn how to trigger it in more people.
Without putting them through hell, I hope.
Of course.
I've been seeing things.
Right, yes, you would have been. Side effect of unlocking the phase flip. A lot of new pathways being built in that brain of yours.
Great.
It's easy to repair now you're here.
You expect me to let you poke around in my head again?
The quantum coupler is totally non-invasive.
Could you make it sound more ominous?
You can wait until you've had time to settle in.
Timey-wimey.
These hallucinations.
Exactly, Tony.
I've been seeing Alec.
Oh, Mick,
I just wish I could forget.
how he died.
No, not just that.
How did he die?
No judgment, right?
Never.
Remembering him is so painful. The last 5 years. I tried so hard to forget.
Oh, this is good.
Not just that he died.
Be vulnerable.
Forget the things we did together. Forget his face. Forget he ever existed.
Oh, Jesus. Mick.
Oh, Jesus, Mick.
Pretty fucked up, I know.
You should have talked to me. Grief does shit to people. But you can't forget him. You can't heal that way.
Well, not when he keeps showing up and talking to me.
We'll sort that out later, okay? You know it's just in your head now.
Thanks.
Do we trust her? What do we think, peeps? Bathroom sink and mirror, all vacuum formed plastic like you see on an aeroplane. Can't stand, what's it saying? Can't stand these water saving shower heads though. Not a bad idea in the middle of the desert. So we can't have a shower. A little bin is built into the floor. Looks like it empties automatically. Okay, interesting. We've got a bin. Wardrobe space.
Clothes spill from a hastily packed suitcase. Jumbled mix of wrinkled
No toilet,
skirts and
says
odd
Tony.
socks.
Well noted.
No telling the clean from the dirty.
Oh, I hate these jump scares.
How did...
They don't seem that concerned about his problem. Exactly, Sean. That's stressing me out. Oh, the jump scares in this game. I'm not going to get used to them. What? How did we just jump here? This can't be good.
Hey, know where I could get a can of petrol around here?
Not sure. Ask our benevolent leader. His room's next floor up.
Oh, gosh. That's what I really hate about these send quests. Hara said, Dr. Roth will tell me. Happy says, Cooey. Hello, Happy. Cooey. It's our eternal game quest, find a toilet. Well, it's part of our task.
You're not real.
Oh, crikey. Like, as well inspectors, you know, there's an overlap.
Angry bleep and a red light. I think he's in there. Maybe I should knock.
Let's try that.
It clicks open.
Ah, Mr. Carter.
Mr. Carter. Has he got a toilet?
Can't search his room when he's in. You say I'm free to go.
Of course.
Then can you tell me where to find a can of petrol?
Oh, certainly. Dr. Klein knows where we keep such things.
Oh my
I hope so.
God.
I'm running out of people to ask. What's the point of this place? What are you doing here?
I thought you'd have figured that out by now, Mr. Carter.
You abduct people to experiment on.
I see that dry wit runs in the family. Our research centers around quantum cognition. We've developed a tool.
Quantum of solace.
The quantum coupler.
Right. And how do I fit into this?
You agreed to help, to let us unlock your latent ability.
And why
Did we?
would I do that? He shrugs.
You simply saw the good we could do here.
It doesn't
Well,
sound
I don't
like
see it
us.
now. I'm not going near your machine.
That's your decision. I merely ask that you take the time to think about it.
The reporter. You claim you rescued her.
Well, not with altogether altruistic intentions. We're much happier having her writing for us than about us. Until we go public, of course. She'd been tracking down my old partner Maxwell, as you know. He was not a sane man.
He was sane enough.
He may have seemed that way. He can be very manipulative. He killed your friend under the bridge.
What? Bill?
He would have done the same to Miss Grace and your sister.
So he's fingering Maxwell, is he? For all the killings?
We would have protected him.
Interesting.
Too. You can go talk to Miss Grace yourself. She's around somewhere.
Happy Haribo says, looks a bit Star Trek. It does, it does. Tony says, this is one big high-tech well, really. I agree. Tony's... Happy Haribo, your name is not Tony, is it? I keep thinking you're a Tony, you're not a Tony. Happy Haribo says, where's the Dunny? Jen says, obsession with quantum. Is this guy an ancestor of Captain Janeway? Quite possibly, Jen. Will says, if he's gone all quantum, then his wife might exist as a superposition of wife/ex-wife. Tony, aha. Quantum Toilets. Who remembers the Adam and Joe Song Wars? And one of the lines was, you can, so it was like, I think it was like something like Quantum of Solace. You can buy more packs of solace, but I don't want them. Anyway, Song Wars. I really miss Adam and Joe on the radio.
The henchmen, those soldiers.
We do have tight security, but with you it was mostly for effect. The fear response is what we're after. I'm sure Maxwell explained some of that.
They've been hunting me.
Acting the part, yes. Then merely trying to bring you in safely.
Do we believe
By
them?
shooting at me.
Likely more paranoid hallucinations.
He's got an answer for everything, this guy.
Said it was expected.
Let's just take a quick song break if we can. If I can find it. They both heard about the new Bond film, as far as I remember, and made songs up. So let's have a listen together. I'm not sure if it's Joe's song or Better Song. Jen says, I love that when Joe made a film, Adam made a cameo in it, although I had to have it pointed out to me. What was that film, The Block? I didn't know Adam was in that. Will says, they killed us so many times. Happy Haribo, yes, I did know that Adam and Joe went to school with Louis Theroux. I've seen Adam and Joe live, go to their Christmas show quite often. Is Janeway his ex-wife? Lol. Okay, so let's have a listen. I want to get the... Let's have the words as well.
He's got a gun and great big man tips. He's got jug ears and tiny trunks. Dame Judi Dench is furious with him. He's gone completely out to lunch. The quantum of solace. I don't know what that means. What does it mean? He's having flashbacks in black and white. No more raised eyebrows, no more quips. He's got the stunt team from the Bond films and lots of product sponsors.
I'm glad we put the subtitles on.
The Sultan of Qualis. Did I get it confused? I got it mixed up. He's nearly dead, no really nearly. It's much more gritty than before. No silly gadgets, just lots more fighting. With that French bloke that does parkour. The thingy of something of Boris. I forgot what it's called. Is that what it was? Sometimes I wish Roger Moore would come back with an underwater car or some kind of jetpack, or a hover gondola and a Union Jack. Forget it, mates. It's not the Yetis. But kick you in the face. We've got to move on for the noughties, because the world's a terrible place. The quantum of solace. I've written it down, remember it now.
So that was Joe's song. I think Adam's song might have been the one I'm thinking about. Let's have a look for that one. Adam Buxton. Here we go. YouTube knows. Oh, you heard a little spoiler there. Let's get you. Oh, hang on a minute. Is this the right one? I think this is the wrong one. It's for Spectre. Maybe there isn't a music video.
And also, I'm really
So there's no music video for this one. We're just going to have to listen to it. It's only 2 minutes long.
singing on this one as well.
Wow, I'm excited. What is it called? The Quantum of Solace?
Yeah, it's called The Quantum of Solace.
Good title. How did you think of that?
I don't remember. I think Will Smith suggested it.
Right.
So let's hear what you think of it.
Jim, I know they do big bags of solace, but I don't want them. That was the line. Listen out for it, kids.
I'm James Bond, I'm a spy, and I'm working for the Brits. I've got cars and guns and gadgets, I've got ladies with big brains. I've got licenses to kill, I've got licenses to fish. I've got sexy suits and air miles, but here's my biggest wish. I'd like a quantum of solace, but no more than a quantum. I know they do big bags of solace.
But I don't want them.
I only want a teeny tiny slice of solace before I shoot you.
Silly. I know it's silly, but I love silly.
Spot on location, chase, shooting just baddies in the busy foreign streets. Spot on location, chase, running all around, and now I really hurt my feet out.
So, Mr. Bond,
Yes, hello.
you want to stop me?
I do want to stop you, yes, but only if it's exciting. I met a lovely lady, but found out she was a rotter. So we exchanged some saucy quips. I snogged her, then I shot her. But I felt quite bad because I'm such a modern, complex guy. Sometimes this job gets to you, and maybe that is why I'd like a quantum of solace, but no more than a quantum. I know they do
Big bags of solace, but I don't want them.
I only want a teeny tiny slice of solace before I shoot you.
Anyway, yes, you get the idea. Thank you for joining in that brief frivolity. Will says, not the worst Bond song. That makes me laugh. Jen says, the kid who would be king. Adam makes a very brief appearance as the irritable tour guide at Stonehenge. Celia Imrie's son is in that, and he's gorgeous. I have had a bit of a crush on him. Is it Angus Imrie? Just because he's very strange as Merlin in that. So we've got 2 new flashes up the top. So one is we're going to speak to Hara. We have to speak to Klein about petrol. I don't even know who Klein is. And the other new information is Trinity. They've built a machine, the quantum coupler, to help them unlock the secrets of phase flipping. Roth is dreaming if he expects me to be their lab rat.
And where's all this security now?
You want to know if they're about to storm in and shoot you?
I return that disarming smile with a cold stare.
This location is security enough. Something about nuclear waste tends to dissuade visitors. The team is based in Mawson. If you wanted, you could strangle me now and walk out of here.
I fucking should.
We're not going to strangle anybody. Calm down. Calm down, Mick.
The body's under the reservoir.
Simulated to heighten the stress response and trigger the phase flip.
Simulated
Bullshit.
bodies.
Where are the missing street kids then?
Well, most are helping us out, here or in similar facilities. Homeless communities have been extremely helpful. We needed secrecy, people who didn't have ties, and in return were able to help them with their problems.
Could the answer be as simple as that? We were all just willing test subjects.
No.
These hallucinations.
I can help with those, yes. Once you're settled in, come see me.
I love that. Sean says they're up to no good. Face flip them the bird. I love it. Jen, if anyone needs a reason to watch the above film, it features Patrick Stewart as the most hilariously terrible Merlin you'll ever see, although the younger version isn't much more competent. I liked him. Angus Imrie. I thought he was very good.
And the others that went.
People here weren't prisoners. Some problems run deep.
We don't trust him. Dr. Roth says he can stop me going nuts, if I trust him. He won't take responsibility for the people he left to go mad on the street, though.
Can't search his room when he's in here.
All right, so we need to go and see somebody else. Let's go and
Wouldn't mind having a look around when he's not in there.
Okay, so we need to go and find the journalist, and we need to find Elliot, whoever that is. Elliot. Oh, what's that? A hatch leads to the floor below. Can you guys hear electric crackling or something? Annie's through there. No one's using this room. Dr. Deswani.
Angry bleep and a red light. No answer.
Psychotherapist Santa. Baddie Santa.
Trail of wet footprints. They lead directly into the wall here. I run my hands over the polished surface.
Come on,
There's
find a
crack
secret
here,
door.
razor thin. Some
This
kind
is
of
the
panel.
Enterprise.
Nothing to hide my ass.
I found some wet footprints leading directly to a wall. Okay, come on.
I push at the panel, but it doesn't move.
Get your screwdriver out,
I
Mick.
can't get my...
Okay.
I scrape at the crack around the panel. Manage to pop it open. A
Yes.
keypad. I punch in a random code and get an angry bleep in response.
We have to find out which buttons have been pressed. We use the soup on it.
Don't think I should try to get something.
We need some dust or something. Here we go.
That might help if there were any powder in the compact.
Oh, for flip's sake.
Water's still...
Are we going to try and fix the pipe? Anyway, we've got loads of stuff to do. Let's just keep going. You will find Scotty in one of these tubes. I think you're right.
It clicks open.
How can I help?
Can't search his...
Okay, let's go up. Everybody have a cold-themed quip ready for when Santa bites it. Let's hope he might get away in his magical sleigh. Dr. Klein, that's who we had to speak to.
Angry bleep and no answer.
Is that who we had to speak to? Klein had one. We can't speak to Klein.
No answer.
Gosh darn it, this is annoying. We're on the brink of so many discoveries. Right, empty room.
The desk's empty.
A little bin. Oh, there is a dunny, look. Don't need to go at the moment.
Just some coat. Well,
Yay, we've got a coat hanger. Okay. Declined. Very good. No, I don't want to go back down.
leave me alone.
Poor Mick.
Angry bleep and a red light. No answer.
I wonder if we have to go into all the empty ones.
This one's...
Okay. Come on.
Nothing. Save a couple of...
We want the mothballs. Oh. Oh man, I thought we were going to get mothballs then. Nothing doing in here. His knuckles must hurt, I know. Does he need to tinkle? Where's the TARDIS when you need it? Exactly.
Have any thoughts on the reactor?
F-Line tried to explain how it works. All
Start
mumbo
the
jumbo to me.
reactor. Quaid.
I found a hidden door in one of the corridors.
What's behind it?
Dunno. It's locked.
And chewing a matchstick.
Talk to me when you have something worth writing about.
Hey,
Not a chance.
maybe someone don't think I want should try to.
Oh gosh, darn it. I forgot to swap the suit with Annie. We can go and do that. Why are so many rooms empty, Dave? Good question. Because they killed everybody.
No answer.
Who remembers what floor Annie was on? Third floor, I think. Yeah. Oh, I've got some exciting news about a channel giveaway as
It's
well.
open.
Any flour in the kitchen? That's a good
Mr.
shout.
Carter.
No. We'll go back to the kitchen and look for some flour in a little bit. Look at us. We're all like adventure game aficionados now. Come on, let's do one thing other than have a convo in this game and watch silly music videos.
I found a hidden door.
There's access panels all through this place. Probably just one of those. Don't mess with it.
Okay, now I really don't trust her. Yeah, I really don't trust her. Okay, let's see if we can get a steak.
Hey, I'll swap you that boring old steak for a delicious bowl of soup.
Oh, I'm not hungry now. It'll just go cold. If you didn't want it, you shouldn't have used the ticket.
Hey,
Oh,
So we have to get the ticket back. Should we put the soup down there? Let's go back to the kitchen. David, oh, I love that. That was a classic Star Trek called Blink, if I'm not mistaken. The Star Trek episode where people are out of phase and we just can't see them, where Kirk is going so fast he just sounds like a mosquito to them. Is that the one, or are you thinking of a different one? You're giving away flour. No, no, don't go back upstairs, please, I beg. Maybe Neelix. Oh! Coffee! Ground
the more I
coffee!
try to scoop up the coffee grounds, the more
Put them in the compact, Mick.
I scoop up some of the finer grounds.
Whenever I say Mick, I think of Gavin and Stacey.
I place the bowl and spoon back in the dispenser and watch as
Okay, let's get a ticket. It's a next gen one. I
I
don't
stand
know.
in the scanner as it does.
I only watch Will Wheaton Next Gen. Not really.
Hardy.
Hearty
How
vegetable
come Annie
soup.
get?
Was it the one where they use a disruptor? Was it Geordie out of phase? The Barclay episodes were great, weren't they? I used to fancy Murdoch in the A-Team. What was that actor's name? I'm loving this music so much. I think I said that last time, that I love the music.
Taking the brush, I dust coffee over the keypad.
Dwight Schultz.
I should have done this before sticking my grubby fingers all over it. Coffee coats all the keys evenly. Hasn't been used since I dusted it.
Well done, Mick. Is Dr. Roth still in there?
It clicks open.
Mr. Carter.
You're researching bugs too.
I was. Did you know that per volume, the insect brain has 10 times the quantum matter of
A
mammalian?
TNG actor
But
once
it
got
not.
sacked for getting too much
Some
fan
species
mail.
of ants
I don't believe it.
even allows for distributed intelligence.
Is this a joke, Jen? Is this a setup for a
Well,
Star Trek
It
joke?
was for a time, anyway. One reaches a point where there is no more to discover.
When you're living time over and over, I suppose one must. Kantsuchi's
So there's a clue there
Kantsuchi's
about ants or insects having more mammal space. So maybe we'll need an ant farm soon. If anyone has not watched my friend Josh Weller's Star Trek set, I urge you to follow him on Instagram, on TikTok, and have it. It made me laugh. Let's try the ticket.
Hey, I'll swap you that boring old steak for a delicious bowl of soup.
Sure thing.
Yay. A ticket to redeem for a meal. Scotch fillet steak with pepper sauce. Ants have more quantum of solace than mammals, says Sean. The head of engineering pre-Geordie had a massive campaign to get him a bigger role in the show. He got fired when they realised he'd basically paid for the majority of that fan mail. Did he? I can't remember who that was. I thought Geordie was on the encounter at Farpoint. Who knows? Who knows? Will, you could tell us if you were here. Gosh, I do love Will Wheaton. Right, what are we doing? Let's get a nice steak. We don't really want the steak, we want the knife.
Coffee coats all the...
Okay. Daswani, empty room. Oh, different chief of engineering. Ah, I see. He wasn't head of engineering at first. I don't always believe why they say people leave. But I don't know if I would get mad at someone for doing that. If I thought they were a good actor for the role, I would just kind of keep them because I'd cast them. If they then try to like big themselves up, I'd probably feel a bit, I don't know. Sorry, I ran out of thought
sucks
there.
up my ticket, starts to hum quietly, then my meal rises into view. The steak looks pretty good, and it came with a nice sharp steak knife. I find a place to sit. Not bad.
And now we've got a knife. Right. Let's just look at our quests. Keypad. Talk to Klein, which we can't. We need to find interface visors. There's lots of stuff to do. I elect that we go and finish up with our poetry for this evening. And it looks like we're going to have a Drifter Part 11. We've got a long way to go, my friends. So I'm going to save it. And that lets me take you back to my big old face. Okay. Gosh, it's nice and quiet now. Let's go into live chat here. 100% grass-fed Aussie beef, says David. Is the steak that good? David, Haribo says, why are we swapping the soup? And David says, because we want steak. Then Haribo said, is the steak that good? And David said, 100% grass-fed Aussie beef. So I have some exciting news. I don't know if you all have heard about a new book called Drop Site Massacre, which is a new heresy book about what happened on Istvan 5, hence the massacre. Oh, look at this little grey curl. Isn't that cute? I just noticed that. I've got like a cute amount of grey going on here. I just wish it would come out in like a cool streak. Anyway, sorry, just admiring myself. But I've been given by my secret Black Library supplier, who's not Games Workshop affiliated, he's going to gift me 2 copies of Drop Site Massacre to give away on my channel. So we're going to be doing a Drop Site Massacre giveaway, and Ian and I are going to record a book club video for Drop Site Massacre, which I'm very excited about. So David Gibb has said previously 100% grass-fed Aussie beef. And then Tony said, no way to talk about Sean. Haha, very good, because Sean is our resident Australian. Jen says, Star Trek has some of the best trivia. Patrick Stewart was originally going to wear a wig, but Gene Roddenberry, RIP, realised it looked terrible. A malign streak, says David Gibb. I don't know. It's not a streak, it's like fluff. I don't know if anyone's watching Slow Horses, but I imagine it's a bit like, you know, the lady, the older lady, that kind of vibe. Like, what's going to happen? I'm so excited when it all goes grey. It's going to take many years. Righty-ho. It's time for some poetry. I've got a special thing this evening. My friend Charlotte wrote a poem, and she said I could read it out, so... Okay, so let me just say, I'm going to let Charlotte know that I'm going to read her poem out, and if that's okay with her still, because I did ask her today, but sometimes I think people say yes because I'm in their face. So, Charlotte. So I'm going to let her know we're reading it out. I'm going to read your poem. Okie dokie, karaoke, let us carry on. So I've done the right thing. We've done the right thing. Oh no. Okie dokie, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. So, ladies and gentlemen, the weekend. Gal Moraz says, Heresy books out of order, that's just unfair, and the streak is lovely. Well, hang on a minute. I don't think Drop Site Massacre is part of the Horus Heresy saga, is it? Because that's going to mess us up. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Let's look on the official Black Library website to see what they are saying. Drop Site Massacre, $39.99 for an audiobook. Holy macaroni. Drop Site Massacre, a Horus Heresy novel. Horus has revealed his dark plans, but nobody is prepared for just how far. No, how far he'll go. I've been searching, looking for my father. I am just a lonely Primarch, searching through the galaxy. I wish I could be the perfect Primarch. The force sent to end the Warmaster's rebellion doesn't realise they're heading towards a slaughter, unlike anything the galaxy has seen. Read it because it's the deepest exploration so far of one of the most horrific battles of the Horus Heresy. You may know what happened during the Drop Site Massacre, but you don't know it all. It's far worse than you thought as the treachery is revealed. So, this is not going to be book 60 or 70, or is it? It's not. It's just not. They're not going to put it in the official lexicon of Horus Heresy. Let's have a look. In order. In order. This is really giving me some consternation now. Let's go to Lexicanum. Okay. Here we go. This is where I am. Angel Exterminatus by Graham McNeil. We're still in 2012 here, lads. Right. The Buried Dagger 2019. Then we get into the Horus Heresy, the Siege of Terror, which ends in 2025. Right. There will be the Scouring series, which I haven't read yet. Primarch series. Short stories, audio dramas, novels, novellas. Okay, it's fine. I'm not reading anything out of order. It's all good. Righty-ho. Righty-ho. I could have just looked at the chat because Jim says it's a new edition, not part of the 54 book core series. Jen says, let's be glad you don't have to enter the 40k Black Library to get your books. Amen. Amen, sis. David says, now the series has ended, they're going back and filling in the bits in between. As well they should. Tony, if they'd read the books, they'd know it was a trap. Amazing. Historita Jamaldus, it's book 5.5, basically, I think, filling a gap in for a big event that wasn't covered in much detail in the main 54 books, which I am going to be so interested to pull all the Istvan 5 content out of the Heresy and compare it to this book and see what matches and whether they make any canonical changes or challenges. Will says, I'm looking forward to Fulgrim's Got a Demon Up him, which should cover the time period between Fulgrim and Mira Kraked. Okie dokie, karaoke. One secondo. Right. I'm going to read my friend Charlotte's poem out because it's just really lovely. Okay, this poem is called These Words. These words by my friend Charlotte. Speaking about this confession, I'm trying this compassion. The sledgehammer put to one side, she's reluctant to hide. But how do I navigate the rolling vehicle of my heart? I only understand... Oh, I've messed it up already. I'm going to start again because it's a lovely poem. These words by my friend Charlotte. Speaking about this confession, I'm trying this compassion. The sledgehammer put to one side, she's reluctant to hide. But how do I navigate the rolling vehicle of my heart? I understand only little about my part, trying to put these words into art. I write these words one by one, listening to the pen and how it's undone. This pretty ribbon flowing in the wind. If only she could feel these words under her skin. Very lovely. Thank you so much, Charlotte, for letting me share that with everybody. If you have any nice comments to make about that poem, please drop them in the chat. Happy Haribo, I have a hard copy of the Eisenhorn trilogy as of today. I've been Kindle only until now. Did you get an omnibus copy or did you get the 3 books separately? Sean has done a little heart for Charlotte's poem. Thank you, Sean. Okay, we will then go back to the poetry prescription. Here we go. We've got a black pill today, which is opened nice and easily for a little scroll. Thank you, Poetry Pharmacy, for your beautiful little pills. Oh, it's by Virgil. God bless Virgil. Okay. Sorry about the terrible manicure. Death twitches my ear. Live, he says. I'm coming. Ooh. Oh, that's a solid leveler, isn't it? Death twitches my ear. Can you imagine death? Death twitches my ear. Live, he says, I'm coming. Okay, I think we're going to take that lesson for all of us. What a gorgeous little poem. Tony does a thumbs up and says, Thunderbird Poet. Galmaraz says, that was beautiful. David says, well done, Charlotte. That is scary putting stuff out there, but that was lovely. She's given me some more poems, so if it's okay with her, I might read more of my friend Charlotte's poems next week. So Tony has said, because Virgil, Thunderbird Poet, because there is a Virgil in Thunderbird. Jen is encouraging Tony and says, thank goodness he took time off from international rescue. Jen, we love Tony. We love his dad jokes. Be careful of encouraging him too much. That's all I'm saying. We don't want him to do himself an injury. Will says, my favourite Virgil line is, I saw my wife and she was larger than I remembered, which is in the Aeneid. We'll have to do a Virgil reading one day. Okay, the next poem. Oh, I got a message from Charlotte. What does it say? Oh gosh, hope it's... Oh, that was so lovely, thank you. Yay! I can't wait till she starts doing performances and we can go and watch her. And I can't wait for you to write some more poems, Charlotte. If anyone else in the chat would like to send poems this way, we can read them out if you love them or if you've written them. It's always so tricky to remember how I think the last poem we read, this is Wendy Cope, The Orange, which we've been reading through. We're about halfway through now. The Orange and Other Poems by Wendy Cope. I think the last poem we read was Seeing You. Please correct me if I'm wrong. If I am, we can go back. The next poem is called Dutch Portraits. Dutch Portraits by Wendy Cope from The Orange and Other Poems. To find myself in tears is a surprise. Paintings don't often get to me like this. These faces with their vulnerable eyes and lips so soft that they invite a kiss. The long-haired husband gazing at his bride with evident desire, his hand around her wrist 6 years before she died. Both so alive and so long underground. And here's a husband who resembles you when you were plump and bearded. It's too much. He looks so happy, and his wife does too. Still smiling now they can no longer touch. Someone will read our story by and by. Perhaps they'll feel like this. Perhaps they'll cry. Oh, that was a lovely one too. And another one about death. I sense a theme. It's a good theme to have death around I can't remember how to say it. It's a good theme to talk about death at the end of October because we have Samhain, we have Halloween, we have Dios de Muertos. Sorry for my butterfly brain today. And I've been thinking about my dad a lot. I have been in a lot of grief because I've been thinking, I'm 48 and I've had a lot of men in my life, kind of formative men that I've lost, so I'm going to shout them out. Obviously my dad, who was the best human ever. Sorry, this is a cheerful part of the show where we shout out people we've lost and send lots of love to them. If there's anyone you'd like to remembrance in a chat online on a YouTube channel that talks about Warhammer and silly games, then please feel free to share about your loved ones that you've been thinking about. So obviously my dad, who I love and think about all the time, we lost him in 2012. I lost my dear friend Paul Brandrett, who let me hang around in his record shop when I was a teenager and helped me by telling my parents he was taking me to gigs in London, and he wasn't. I was going by myself, and he introduced me to I'd heard a band, and then I found the band was called Bad Religion, and they were one of my favourite bands for ages, and became friends with Bad Religion. And Paul Brandrett sadly passed. There was a beautiful hearted man, Frank Davin from Newport Beach in California, who gave me one of my first writing gigs on a website and believed in me and hosted me when I went to California. He passed. There was a lovely guy called Sam that I worked with at So Sweet Records in California. He died very young. My second serious boyfriend that I had when I was about 17 or 18, Lee McMaster, who was very kind, and I thought he looked like Luke Skywalker. He has passed. And the drummer of one of my favourite bands, a guy called Darius from Seattle, he passed very young as well. And all of these lovely, kind gentlemen were really nothing but kind and loving to me. And obviously, first record shop, formative music career, first guy that was my first ever editor, one of my first boyfriends. I guess Darius was kind of a very fleeting friendship and then a silly kind of hookup. And it's just these lovely people that touch your life and change you when they pass. And it's lovely to remember them. And so that poem by Virgil, death twitched my ear, live, he said. Oh, what a great poem. What a great poem. We might read that one again. Haribo says, Virgil's also a computer squid in Halo. Thank you so much for that. Dia de los Muertos. Thank you, Will. Thank you. My brain just killed me then. Jen says, death is a good thing to have around us. Needs to be clipped for the next Mira Heresy montage. I'm sure Jim is on that already. Death twitches my ear. Live, he says. Live, he says. I'm coming. Haribo says, my sister sent me a picture of my grand's headstone today. Her boyfriend took her, my mum, and his mum to lay flowers today. Oh, well done. And I'm so glad that shared that with you and let you have that as part of the family. Tony says, best wishes to all mentors past and present. That's why none of you lot are allowed to die. No one's allowed to die in our little friendship group. Okay, last poem of the evening, and then you can all get on and and have a much more happier and less pessimistic time without me talking about death. So, oh no, I think this is another song about death. A song, a poem. This is called Otherwise by Langston Hughes. Langston's a great name. Harlem 2. No. Sorry, what am I doing? I'm on the wrong page. We'll have to wait next week for Langston. It's never a bad day when you live. Well, we're going to read Otherwise by Jane Kenyon. I don't think we've read this before. And again, I'm sorry, it looks like we're going on the theme of death, but this is from the Essential Poems from the Staying Alive trilogy, edited by Nick Astley. I still have not procured the other 2 books in this trilogy, which I will do soon, I hope. Okie dokie. Let's go. Otherwise. I got out of bed on 2 strong legs. It might have been otherwise. I ate cereal, sweet milk, ripe flawless peach. It might have been otherwise. I took the dog uphill to the birch wood. All morning I did the work I love. At noon I lay down with my mate. It might have been otherwise. We ate dinner together at a table with silver candlesticks. It might have been otherwise. I slept in a bed in a room with paintings on the walls and planned another day just like this day. But one day I know it will be otherwise. Oh gosh, I love it. I love going deep. I love philosophy. I love thinking about life and loss and friendship. And thank you so much, Tony Holton, for introducing poetry to our channel. Tony, we owe you. It's such a lovely part of what we do now, isn't it? Okay, well, it's now 9:15. We've run long. Thank you all so much for being here, chaps. Chapesses and Chapelinos and everyone and anything in between. I don't think we've had any questions really in the Q&A, but that's actually fine. We answered Tony's question, have I seen any good whales lately? Aztec says, bye Mira, thanks Mira, thanks for the chat. No, Aztec says thanks Mira and thanks chat. Gal Moraz says no other plans. Jen says my favourite Knighter name has to go to Django Wexley, which is the most Star Wars sounding name I've ever heard outside Star Wars. Django Wexley, very nice. Haribo says not to be confused with the other Astley with a similar name. Thank you so much, Aztec. Good night. Thanks, Mira. Thanks, chat. Tony says more like you introduced Sunday poetry to me. I don't know, Tony. Did I? I think I did it once or twice and then you kept insisting on it and it's become a thing now. See you next time, Sean. Have a great day. Have a good day. Tell us how the day forms up over there in Oz. David says, I wondered what that was for. Me too. It tells me to try out new things on the channel. And then I do. End Q&A. We've ended the Q&A. Yes, well, I hope everybody has a lovely evening and a good sleep and a good week. And it's really hard getting up and going to work in the winter, so I'm sending us all extra strength And remember, death twitched my ear. Live, he says. Thank you all so much for watching, and I really look forward to seeing everybody next time. Take good care.